This is a presentation of the Badlands Media Network.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Let me adjust my camera. You know, I've been out of action for a little bit, and it's a beautiful day in creation, and I just am so pleased that y'all have joined me after my absence. I just think it's such a weird time. I'm talking personally now to you, that so much has been happening, you know, in my world that's eventful to me, and I mean powerfully so. At the time when, you know, I figured out how I want to do this little transition, satisfy my curiosity, build up this little media company, participate with another media company, Badlands Media, and everything seems to be falling into place. But there's all this other stuff that I would prefer not to have happened at all. It could have been such a tremendously seamless and easy process. But you know, life doesn't work like that, and I'm having to grapple with it. So quickly, yeah, my sister, to my way of thinking, ambushed me on Monday. Played a cheap little bullshit lawyer game, and didn't give me notice of this hearing, this thing they sent out during Easter week. And the hearing was, of course, the day after Easter. And her attorney made a representation to the court that they had provided electronic notice, when they knew damn well they hadn't. And of course, my wife, being a workaholic, notified me that something had come, and I had said, please open it up and read to me what it says. But workaholic doing what workaholic does, she had to do other things, and okay, I'll read it to you tonight. Of course, that didn't happen, and it got read to me Sunday night. So there we are. They lied to the court, but of course, this is what, and I say this as a lawyer, this is what lawyers do. And they play these little games. And the judge, to his credit, once I allowed them to present their little BS, they had told the judge this would take no more than 5 minutes. It was perfunctory. They clearly did not expect me to be there. And they presented their BS case, presented further lies to the judge. And once I objected and said objected to any finalization, the judge agreed. Given that I hadn't received notice, I was making a representation to him that I had not received notice. And it's now set for August. And, you know, family members are asking me, well, why was there a court hearing at all? You've left the house. Exactly. But my sister wants to inflict a financial penalty upon me. Given every opportunity to make a dumbass mistake, she's made a dumbass mistake. But she knows technically the law is with her, given that she has the ownership mortgage with the house. So now, you know, I've got to make a decision on whether I want to, and remember, I've said to y'all before, I do believe my mother wanted me to go down a certain path, but that wasn't me. And in part, it's not me because I do, in moments like this, want to seriously whoop some ass. And so I've got to make a decision on whether I want to go to war with my dumbass sister. And you have to understand, I'm saying this, I love this girl. And this girl and I have worked together for decades. We've taken multiple trips together, inside the country and outside the country, just the two of us. And I would never have anticipated this. Anyway, all of that, it is what it is. It's going to resolve itself one way or the other. And, you know, I've told you I have an Irish twin brother. who is a criminal defense attorney down in Miami. And he said, and those words keep ringing, hey, it's just money, you know, keep it within context. It's just money. And that is true. That is true. So today is a especially lazy day for me. This is the Great American Restoration Tour Week. Okay, so in part, I want to engage y'all in chat a little bit today. What might you want to come out of knowing the Badlands Media Group, the content creators? What might you want to see or have discussed? We've set up, I'm not going to give you, because they haven't authorized me, and things may still be fluid, but there have been panels set up for multiple discussions. They may have posted something already. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to leave that up to John and however else they want to do it. But there have been multiple panels set up. I think I am officially on 2 of them. It looks exciting to me, the way I think of things, because so many of these folks, I haven't been able to watch their shows. I haven't been able to interact with them. I'm looking forward to interacting with many, if not all of them, who are present out in Arizona. I think we're going to have a great week. But for me today, it's especially lazy because the berberine, I've said in the chat, I started taking berberine as a part of my diabetes protocol. And it seems to be having a clear, sometimes you take these supplements and it's like, okay, 2 or 3 months, am I going to have to wait to see if it has some kind of impact? This berberine seems to have had an almost immediate impact. And if you're not familiar with it, if you know anybody who does have diabetes, it is reputed to be a substitute for metformin. Metformin is the nationally recognized drug that they always try to give you once you're diagnosed with diabetes. I can't remember because all of this diabetes stuff happened during this scamdemic bullshit. And I can't remember now whether I took the prescription, took it for a week or 2 and said, oh, hell no, I'm not doing this, or what. But I do know, whatever the case, I clearly made a determination. I am not taking metformin, period. And so the fact that there is a natural product that mimics or that metformin has attempted to mimic, that's a good thing for me. I'm much more open to taking it. And so I'm going to give it about a month and see. We've agreed, my doctor, it's like, yeah, your A1C is so high that we need to do another full range blood test in 3 months. So I'm going to, at the 1 month or so period, take my own in-home A1C and see what it is. Is there some impact? And at the same thing at the 2 month, and then go do this damn thing at the 3 month. It costs money, and then the insurance covers some, and then next thing you know, you're getting another supplemental bill. And I just hate that crap. I want the event to occur. I want to be done with the payment. I want to know all of this later on. I'm sending you this. Your insurance didn't cover it. Drives me freaking crazy. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on that too much. I do want to stay because 8:15 or so is when the show is supposed to begin for SpaceX. And I've got my television in this studio set to follow it. I've got it set up on my laptop to screen share. So, but I presume the SpaceX show is going to come on. They're going to have something of a countdown. It may be 45 minutes. So it may be right as I'm getting ready to end my show. We'll see. I don't know. But it's a tremendous day for America, really a tremendous day for humanity, even if the thing blows up on the launch pad. you follow Elon and SpaceX, you know, fail fast in the learning process is their orientation, because the failure shows you where you have made a misstep here or there, and you're not pontificating about, well, maybe, maybe, maybe. You've seen the failure and you've tracked it. That allows for a quick fix as long as you've got the talent. So, anyway, let me come up here and thank y'all once again for joining me. I missed y'all, to be honest. It is a weird thing to have this kind of virtual friendship and interaction. It's a really weird thing on a certain level, because you do start to feel a certain friendship, kinship with unknown people. I'm talking physically, known. And hey, Flying Storm, listen, I hope she is watching the show. I'm not hiding anything. She knows how pissed off I am. Trust me when I tell you. She knows how much she screwed up. Trust me when I tell you. That's not the thing. She also knows that I know my parents are ashamed. And that's going to govern. Eurythmic, I tend to agree, but I want to whip some ass. And I'm just being honest with myself. I am just being honest. Lemongrass around the edge of the house. I will contemplate that. Yeah, Dina, I am looking forward to seeing everyone out in Arizona as well. I'm looking to have some good discussions, good fun, meet everybody. Almost married an American and got it's me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, CJ Dodge, I am taking berberine. That's the whole thing that has given me some confidence. It does appear to be having a clear effect in one of the side benefits. I've never needed much sleep, never. 4 or 5 hours of sleep, I am absolutely positively good to go. The change that has happened in the last few years, my why am I telling all of this? My wife had a full schedule, and so she would set the clock, the alarm, in the 4 o'clock hour to get up to be able to go do her exercise and get off and get on campus in the 6 o'clock, certainly by the 7 o'clock hour. My body clock has always been a early body clock, and I've never needed much sleep. So my body clock oriented around that damn alarm. So my body naturally awakened me in the 4 o'clock hour every morning. And that remains to this day. Now, we're not living in the same town right now. And I've been trying to reset my clock for more than a year, and it ain't working. The berberine may allow that reset to happen. This is, I'm hoping, we'll see. Yeah, and Postman is, I am I'm trying to prepare my brain to give up the sugar. Since I have diabetes, I like my sugar. Um, and I just remember, I think I've said on here the other day, wow. Anyway, I don't want to ramble too much. I think I said on here the other day, hey, as a teenager, I used to walk. We used to do a lot of that back in the day. I used to walk, what was it? Maybe a mile to the local Winn Dixie, buy a half gallon of ice milk, not ice cream, ice milk, walk my happy ass home and kill it. Kill it. Because when you have a family of 8, if you don't eat it, somebody else will. Damn whether you bought it. So I just think that probably set the stage. And one of the things that has been very curious to me about medicine, I've had this thing ever since I joined the Army. I didn't notice it before I joined the Army, but ever since I joined the Army, I would just yawn all day, not tired at all, not knowingly tired. Why am I yawning? But I would yawn all damn day. I think I now understand it has something to do with not getting enough oxygen. But the thing is, why am I not getting enough oxygen? I don't know, but I'm beginning to think some of the processes in my body, the way I was overdosing on sugar, the way I would love, my mother would make the best cornbread in the world. And, after you had church service or something like that, a day or two later, there might be some remainder. She made so much and people loved it so much. And so, like my paternal grandfather, he loved to crumble cornbread into a big jar of buttermilk and just eat that as a meal. And I love the exact same thing. And I now see that might have been my little gut biome saying, Black boy, you're killing me with this damn sugar, this iced milk, and I need something to deal with this bacteria you're feeding. So I I don't know. This is the way I'm trying to process my giving up ultimately the sugar. I'm preparing my brain. I'm trying to the damn broadcast has not begun, so I'm thinking, the launch may not happen during our show, if it happens today at all, but this is the way it works. These things aren't precise. They don't want to launch on happenstance. They want all systems to be go. So it's only money. Yeah. 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 The thing is that, hey, tell the truth, shame the devil, right? I'm saying this verbally because I know it's true. But internally, I also know. And so I've got to just put it out there. I've got to let myself hear it. I got to hear other people. I was going to drive down to South Florida this past weekend to let a close personal friend go through the process of trying to convince me to leave it the hell alone. That's going to take a lot of work. Michimi and adaptogen. Yeah, there are things I need to read up on and kind of sort of accept. I told y'all I'm a man of strong opinions, and it's one thing to read it, it's another thing to accept it and process it in. But the adaptogen thing about you need to this release it, okay, I can see that. It makes logical sense to me. And I'm gonna give it some thought. Choice N5, thank you. having, the Wi-Fi I've had for decades, I've said to people jokingly, the Publix deli is a black man's best friend because I've had to rely on the damn Publix deli. Let me tell you, I've told you how much I hate cooking. So, yeah, I am walking by and saying, although I must admit over the weekend, hey, I bought me some damn chocolate chip cookies, some oatmeal raisin cookies, and some ice cream sandwiches. And it's like, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm going to eat them. So I got a lot of work to do. And I'm a hard headed boy. It's going to be hard to break my sugar addiction. Yeah, cornbread and buttermilk. That's good eating, man. That is good, simple eating. Nobody makes cornbread properly anymore. You can't even go. I mean, Publix used to have some fairly decent cornbread. Not now. Sugar cake, crap. That's not cornbread. Yeah, it's just such good eating. Yeah, Postman, and this is, I think I've read it and I've accepted it. It has something to do with my pre-diabetes, diabetes, my sugar problem, the not getting enough oxygen. Again, this is why I'm pleased about the berberine, and it does seem to have. Also, I've read something about, maybe y'all know because y'all do seem to be knowledgeable about some of this stuff. NMN. I saw something over the weekend, and it was a huge debate. These people are bitching at this Australian scientist who works at Harvard, Sinclair. And they're talking all of this yang about Big Pharma trying to block NMN. So I'm going to try and figure out how to get some NMN and add that to this berberine regimen and see what happens. Be careful, Flying Storm. Be careful. You make some representation. Be careful. Cajun cornbread. Darth Cajun. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Okay, let me start playing this. How do I catch up? Okay, yeah, I see. I guess I need to find some ads. It's GART week, and I'm just going to tell you, if I hadn't taken off last week because of this court crap, I probably wouldn't have been doing a show today and tomorrow and Wednesday. I think what I'm going to try and do tomorrow is pre-program, record at least a segment or 3, maybe the whole show, as a test before I drive to Orlando for my flight out on Wednesday. And Wednesday's show should be entirely preset and just go off without a hitch. I don't even remember when my flight leaves, but I don't want to be in a airport trying to do this stuff. It would be much simpler to be in an airport watching the show and then maybe commenting with y'all in the chat. That's my plan. That's what I think I'm going to try and do. But I need to figure out what did Kitty line up for me today on these ads before I forget. Because if this launch kicks off, hey, my total focus is going to be on SpaceX. Just that much into it. And that wow, okay. I need to this is the thing about not having prepared properly. Processing now what I need to do with the ads while I should be communicating with y'all and having a smooth transition. But let me see if I can do what I've been instructed to do. First ad.
Silicon Valley Bank debacle demonstrated just how fragile our banking system can be. We don't know what the future holds, but history has shown us that physical gold and silver are a reliable store of value to protect your wealth. Don't let fear of the unknown paralyze you. Take the first step towards securing your financial future. Reach out to Kirk and his team at kirkelliottphd.com/badlands. That's kirkelliottphd.com/badlands.
Good gracious alive. I'm sitting there trying to, where's my StreamYard? And, I tricked myself and I put it on another. Oh, goodness. Let me see. I'm going to do my next ad. And that is going to be our friends at Furman. Probably not the right one, but hey, it's going to have to suffice. Badlands Media is proud to be partnered with our friends at Furman Power Equipment, ladies and gentlemen. They are the sponsor of our first event, the Great American Restoration Tour in Chandler, Arizona, and that is only 3 days away, April 20th through the 23rd. If you're in the Phoenix area or can get there, single day in-person tickets are still available, but everyone should have a virtual ticket. Remember that you'll have access to replays with either type of ticket, so get your tickets now on our website at badlandsmedia.tv. Furman generators are portable, versatile, durable, dependable, and user-friendly. Furman Power Equipment will be there to help you conquer anything life throws your way. Badlands Media is powered by Furman, and you should be too. For all your generator needs, go to FurmanPowerEquipment.com and use the discount code BADLANDS at checkout for 17% off. That's FurmanPowerEquipment.com and discount code BADLANDS for 17% off at checkout. Okay, back to the chat. And by the way, I told y'all last week, I don't know, Mitchie me, if it was you or someone else saying, hey, get the damn pineapple, black man. I did get the pineapple, and I have let the pineapple sit parallel ever since. I stood it up today. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to prepare it so that I'll have some, pineapple water, essentially, when I get back to go along with my lemon water. So I'm trying to be a good boy as far as that goes. And let me see here. Yeah. Tracy, you've got a South Padre Island place? I keep trying to get down to Cape Canaveral to see a launch. My nephew has a son in the Coast Guard there. And I haven't been able to do so, but I do know they are building a launch for these tremendous rockets from, Cape Canaveral. And so I absolutely am going to get down there for one of those. South Padre Island sounds great. Envious of you. T-1 hour, is that what they said? Okay, on Twitter. So they've now indicated the show is going to start at 12:30 or 8:35. So, okay. Good. Food grows on trees. Yeah, I don't think people are going hungry. Post Miz, you're okay with Splenda? I use Splenda, and I've been contemplating stopping that as well as the sugar. If I can use Splenda without, I've heard I can't use Splenda. I can't use any supplement because the brain doesn't know the difference. The trigger is the trigger is the trigger is the trigger. So anyway, we'll see. Yeah. How do I give up processed starches instead of sugar? Remember, I hate cooking. I hate thinking about cooking and processed starches. And I just, I don't want to be bothered with all of that crap. Just want to eat. Yeah, Potion is. That's what I look. Here's my test. I'm just telling you. This is my lazy black boy test. I'm doing this berberine. I'm going to do all this other stuff. I'm going to periodically have my damn sugar. And I'm going to see after 3 months what's what. And if it's coming down and I feel good and I'm not getting any of these weird feelings and stuff like that, I'm sleeping well and all like that, okay. I'm going to continue to march. If it's not having the impact it needs to have, okay, I'm going to have to give up all the sugar. And squeeze the juice out of sugar cane. You know, we used to, you're making me Flying Storm, you're clearly Southern. We used to chew on some damn sugar cane, you know, and it's one of the things you don't see anymore. You used to see cane just growing out in fields in Florida. I don't see sugar cane anymore. And I don't see people chewing on sugar cane. When I went to Haiti, it's like, okay, yeah, I saw some people, and it's like, oh, they're chewing on some cane. But yeah, you don't see that anymore. Yeah, pit weirdo. I've got some monk fruit stuff. I got all kinds of sugar substitutes. Once I just sat down and said, you know what, let me get a range of them. I'm probably not going to use them right away, but they will be here. And then I can test how I want. So I've got allulose, I've got monk fruit, I've got a range of sweeteners at one point or another people have suggested. May not ever use. We'll see. Freeze it. Oh, wow. I got to freeze the damn thing? Darth Cajun, you're in Sanford? What? I'm in. I got a brother in Orlando. I'm down that way regularly. We may have to. We may have to let you show me some of that Cajun cornbread. Federal Reserve bills. Look, we won't get into it today. Okay, we're not going to get into it today. I've said Donald Trump is bankrupting the Federal Reserve note system, the central bank system. And so much is going on. Good gracious alive. There's so much I saw. Ladies and gentlemen, you know my orientation. We're in an information war. That is real. Disinformation is being pumped by our side as well as their side. Over the weekend, I was watching John and Patrick. SpaceX has started up. Need to mute their sound. How do I mute their sound? Yeah. Y'all hang on one second. It takes black men a minute, but hey, I'll figure it out sooner. Like these damn kids. What the hell was I saying? I was God Almighty, the thought has left me. But SpaceX does that to me. The launch, the whole thing. I just am so fascinated by what they're trying to do. This rocket is humongous, and if they're if they're able to get this thing launched without exploding on their first try, and have it land the two different stages, one out in the ocean and one in the Gulf, wow, that would be incredible. But Nicole, you've never seen sugarcane in person. Wow. But yeah, choice in the Trump is bankrupting the system. Pretty damn sure of that. And preparing a transition, pretty damn sure of that. Whether that's with Russian and Chinese cooperation, I'm very doubtful of that. Not going to be unhappy if it is. I just want that transition to happen. And I want a transformation of the federal government's overreach. I think we all want that whole top-down crap they've taken advantage of, these parasitic middlemen they've taken advantage of. Ready to be done with that. So yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm tremendously hopeful and optimistic. And yeah, that's right. It was Patrick and John reading. You know, we have to apply healthy skepticism to any pronouncement like Ron DeSantis has filed to run for president. Get the hell out of here. We should not fall for that when we immediately see something like that. To me, in my way of thinking, our healthy skepticism alone should not allow us to fall for that. And I say again, I don't understand why people in our content creator community don't understand that Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump are working together. Few things could be clearer. Few. Patrick said that Donald Trump plucked Ron DeSantis from obscurity. That's bullshit. Sorry, that is bullshit. Ron DeSantis is a founding member of the Freedom Caucus. The Freedom Caucus had to have leadership and courage to first organize as an invitation-only group in Congress working against the establishment. Ron DeSantis was a founding member of that. Let's quit being foolish about this Ron DeSantis thing. He is objectively the best governor in the nation. You cannot compare South Dakota and Kristi Noem to what was confronting him in Florida, a mega state with tremendously diverse constituencies, tremendously large metropolitan areas, none of which South Dakota has. I mean, let's just be smart about this, is all I'm saying. He doesn't have to be your cup of tea, but let's not be foolish about the nonsense when we know Donald Trump has used multiple people like Jeff Sessions, Bill Barr, to suck oxygen out of our adversary and their preferred people they'd like to push. He has single-handedly sucked the oxygen out of the Nikki Haley nonsense, because that is who they really want. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't want Ron DeSantis. They're pumping that now to kill him later. Trump, look, if you read the Schedule F imperative, there are two words in there that Donald Trump, in my estimation, again, if I'm able to write a book after all of this is over and I'm able to create, because some of these PEDs, these things are never going to be released, and I'm just going to be able to create and conjure up a universe on how they likely did what they did and why. Two words are going to be central to what Donald Trump has done to these people. And if you just go back and take a look, everything he's done, back at your bitches, explains so much of what Donald Trump has done on how the fakery they've employed, he's employed against them. This is why the psychological operation was necessary. This is why the disinformation was necessary, the ghosts in the machine. He's tossing back at them the bull crap they've used to pull the wool over our eyes for years and years and years. We have to be smart about that to see the soldiers, the loyal soldiers he's employing. I don't think it's that hard, but man, he's been proven right about the necessity just from some responses within our community. He's been 100% proven correct because I just, wow, what are we doing? And why are we doing it? Anyway, I'm looking at the picture. Oh my goodness, 38 minutes. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful sight. So that's going to be well beyond my show. I suspect there might be a delay or two. I don't think I'm going to stay on to try and, follow the launch and have some immediate comment. But I've given the link in the chat. I'll give the link again. And Patrick, I think, is having a show today. So it could be that Patrick is going to track it and follow it. If you want, it could be the Badlands is going to come up with a special show. I don't know. But I can't miss it. I'm so intrigued by it and I'm so hopeful. Even if it blows up on the pad, I'm just going to be so tremendously proud. They have made it to this stage. They've had to wade through so much stuff. They've done so many preliminary drills, and they have such a leadership position. I'm telling you, if they are able to get this rocket off the ground, get it into orbit, one stage comes down in the Gulf, one stage comes down in the Pacific. My goodness, what an accomplishment on the first try. Oh my goodness. So yeah, let me get back to its 15. HQ qualifier. I'm not refusing to look into anything herbal medicinals. I'm in Gainesville. This is Florida's university city, and also our health center. There are a bunch of people here into all of that, so I'm gonna try and have some conversations. I'm gonna try and talk to a range of people. It's another reason why I'm here. Why I'm okay with being here for this year. To take advantage of some things on campus and in the community. Yeah, I know. And hey, Flying Storm, look. I know it's hard to get away from processed food when you don't cook. I know, but I hate it. Yeah, Mitchie, me, I got it. I'm gonna freeze it. I don't have any problem freezing the pineapple juice. Just didn't know I had to do that. Would never have thought about it. Just gonna put it in the fridge. I can't put it in the fridge. It won't keep in the fridge. Okay, great. Flying Storm put the launch in there so I don't have to. Y'all see it. Sugar is not a hill worth dying on, Postman is. Yeah. Yeah. I believe you on that. I'm just not certain I have to drastically give up the way they say I have to drastically give up. I may have to. Right now, I don't know. I'm uh I'm enjoying I have to tell you, I am enjoying the chat and it just is so to me. I'm so pleased with the conversation that y'all have back and forth. That's fantastic. And to me, I don't want to say, yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, it's an important component piece, I think, of our network, really and truly. If you watch how they interact, on like Defected or I'm sure Liberty Den, whatever. There's a bunch of shows on this network where people do comment, and that's to the credit, of what John has put together. I am under tremendous stress, and Pedro, I did not seek this, and I know that's not an excuse. I did not expect this. In fact, I was setting everything up to be fairly stress free in my 60s. And I am working to get back there. DeSantis lockdown. Let me tell you something. LJMAG. You got to know what the hell that stands for one of these days. Ron DeSantis, the foolishness that people talk, it's like, do you not understand politics whatsoever? Sometimes people comment like they don't understand politics. You have powerful interest when you have urban centers. And the Democrat Party is a municipal party only. They do not give a damn about anything but municipal politics. Pay attention to the stupidity they do. It all comes back to municipal nonsense. We have big urban centers in Florida. That's how you get to be a mega state. Those people have political power that they bring to bear in the state legislature. The governor is not a king. Okay? This foolishness they're tossing DeSantis's way. Trump was trying to make this very point about the sovereign states. The same damn thing applies at the state level with these urban centers. They aren't sovereign. They are units of the state. It is flipped. But they do have political power, and a governor is an idiot if he does not pay attention to those power centers. So you have to navigate it. And nobody in this country navigated that situation remotely close to what Ron DeSantis did because he's on Team Trump and they were working in concert. Anybody paying attention had to see they were working in concert. Oh, it just frustrates me so, this foolishness. Yeah, Nikki Haley's who they want. I'm just telling you. That's my bias. And look, my wife is from Carolina. I paid attention to what Nikki Haley was doing as governor of South Carolina. Did a good job as governor of South Carolina. But that's who they want, to me. She's in already and talking her yang. And they're doing the Ron DeSantis thing to try and make you not realize that's who they really want. But that's who they really want. Yeah, Joe K89, exactly. It's one of the things I love about Elon. Success is far from certain. but excitement is guaranteed. Fail fast and continue to march. The guy is on it. The guy is on it. I better do these ads before I forget, because I'm going to be totally fixated on this launch. And I'm going to have to close out the show and all this other good stuff. And let me see, what did my good friend Kitty want me to do in the second block? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I think I have this queued up. Y'all hang tight. Brad's fantastic presentation of Benson Honey.
Benson Honey Farms delivers raw honey straight from the hive to your table. It is their mission to provide you the best raw honey at the lowest prices possible. By not pasteurizing, overheating, or filtering their honey, Benson Honey Farms ensures that all of its natural pollen and enzymes stay in the honey for maximum health benefits. So cut out the middleman and go straight to the source. Visit BensonHoneyFarms.com and use the rep code BADLANDS to place your order today. That's BensonHoneyFarms.com, rep code BADLANDS.
All right, and the second block is our friends from MyPillow. Are you getting a great night's sleep, ladies and gentlemen? If you aren't, it's time to upgrade your bed with the My Mattress Topper 2.0 from our friends at MyPillow.com. The My Mattress Topper 2.0 is a 3-inch coil hybrid topper, the perfect blend of comfort foam, support foam, and nano coils. It provides the perfect sleeping surface. Nano coil technology offers dynamic responses to your body's natural movements, providing superior support as well as reducing partner disturbances. The My Mattress Topper's inner springs transfer heat more efficiently and create a channel for airflow to better regulate sleeping temperatures. It has a patented cover with phase change technology to help keep your body temperature right for you as an individual. And its superior durability resists sagging, settlement, and body impressions. The My Mattress Topper 2.0 comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty. You can get your My Mattress 2.0 for as low as $219.59 with the promo code BADLANDS. Just go to mypillow.com/badlands for discounts on all MyPillow products. Yeah, I was supposed to present a different graphic, but hey, forgive me, Kitty. I'll get it tomorrow. Yeah. So, hey, I've rambled, and y'all are all up to date now on my diabetes challenges. And no, Flying Storm, no. It's your initials, LJEMAG. Okay, great. Elon should not have waited for the 4th. No, get this first one in the bank. We don't, if at all possible, okay, we don't want fireworks of an explosion on the 4th. We want fireworks of a launch, a clean launch. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, it looks like such a beautiful day. They have such beautiful shots. I hope it doesn't explode. I just hope it doesn't explode. Yeah, the lockdown. Look, DeSantis, I've told you, it's not like I'm a crazy political junkie. I have worked in a state legislature. I have followed politics all of my life. My undergraduate degree is political science. And I never walked away from it and being curious about it, studying it a little bit. You have to, it's one of the reasons why I admired, Jeb Bush. He obviously had done the same to a much higher degree. He obviously was a good governor. He navigated the Florida legislature beautifully, the Democrats beautifully. And he did much of that with Marco Rubio as his action agent in the Florida House of Representatives. It's another reason why I'm so big on Marco. I have not given up on Marco. I don't care what people say in this movement. Marco's a damn good politician. So, and we may need him down the line. But yeah, he may have played DeSantis, may have played his role properly with the whole lockdown thing. It clearly was in consult with Donald Trump's team, clearly. And thank God he was there. You know what I mean? If Adam Putnam, who was the likely governor without Trump stepping in, I can't be sure I like him. I can't be sure what he would have done. You see some of these people responding to Donald Trump in really weird ways. He's not everybody's cup of tea. He's a different kind of guy. And I don't know how an Adam Putnam as governor of Florida would have responded. That would have changed so much in terms of what Donald Trump was able to do, being able to come, use Mar-a-Lago. You know, I mean, you could have had some real foolishness created if the Florida governor wasn't in bed with the American president. I'm just saying, think it through. They worked together very nicely. I think they still are. Oh my goodness, Nicole, you went to a birthday party and met somebody who had a Ghost in the Machine shirt on. Yeah, that's fantastic. You know, we're trying to ripple. We're not trying to have a tsunami. Ripples are good enough. If enough people are watching me and a range of other creators at Badlands Media, and if enough people are being confident enough to communicate to their circle without blinking what we see as the real deal, that's sufficient. This is why Team Trump needs us to do our damn job. All we have to do, we don't have to worry about what Kash Patel is doing or not buddying up to. We don't have to worry about, Scavino. We don't have to, General Flint, do our damn job with our fellow citizens. Just communicate the real deal as we see it. Because we've got to get up to a sufficient number. And that number isn't 80%. 57, 58, 59, 60, 62, 63, 64%. That's good enough. In American politics, that's mighty good. That's all we got to do. So just, hey, talk it up, stand your ground, call bullshit on bullshit. Our family, MI9? I'm not sure how much Barberine. I'm taking two big vials. And I didn't realize it had an effect on, sleeping, a positive effect for me. But now that I do, I may just take one in the morning and one as I'm getting ready to go to bed. But the dosage, I've forgotten. I mean, I looked at it. Yeah, stop with the Fauci, the AG, and DeSantis on it. Stop. This thing where people were talking yang about Ron DeSantis' wife. Stop. My good God. Okay, wow. Yeah, I'm at the terminus. I want to race through. I'm going to look forward to having y'all on tomorrow. And if I do this thing properly and I'm able to put the show together, then it may just be running and I will be in the chat watching myself with you and then interacting as we prepare to get out to Arizona. I can tell you that I hope out in Arizona that I can get some people on the show, maybe just record some segments as people are available, quick little snippets. So through this show alone, you'll be able to get a sense of the content creators who are present at the Great American Restoration Tour and have them say a little blurb about their show. That's my hope. And we'll see how that goes. But I do thank y'all tremendously for joining me once again. And I hope I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for the Rattler Gator Report. Thank you. Later, Gators.